The woman was the school's universally recognized cold and beautiful mixed-race goddess, yet she had fallen for her ordinary and unremarkable deskmate, thinking he couldn't understand Russian. She confessed her feelings to him in Russian every single day, and constantly acted cute around him. What she didn't know was that when Jack was in elementary school, he had taught himself Russian, just so he could play with a Russian girl who lived next door, and had already reached a level where he could use it in everyday conversation. But to spare Jenny from embarrassment, Jack could only pretend not to understand every time. Jenny was of Japanese and Russian descent, and was recognized as the school's perfect goddess. No matter where she went, she attracted everyone's attention, yet her personality was extremely cold. Even the most popular boys in school would be rejected if they tried to approach her. But when it came to Jack, who stayed up all night watching anime every day, she would unusually take the initiative to greet him. The moment she saw Jack's condition, Jenny knew he had pulled another all-nighter watching anime. As a member of the student council, she naturally couldn't approve of that, but Jack explained that the anime had finished airing at 1 in the morning, and afterward he spent another 2 hours discussing the plot with his friends over the phone. Jenny sighed helplessly after hearing that, and could only affectionately say to him in Russian, "You're so cute." Jack had still been half asleep, but hearing those words instantly woke him up. He thought he must have heard wrong, so he asked Jenny what she had just said, yet her response was that he looked awful when he yawned. Soon the first class of the morning began. Since Jack had forgotten to bring his textbook, he had no choice but to move his desk next to Jenny's, and share a book with her. However, during class, Jack was so sleepy that he nearly nodded off. Seeing this, Jenny lightly poked his waist with her pen. By pure coincidence, the teacher had just written a question on the blackboard. When the teacher saw Jack raise his hand, she assumed he wanted to answer, and immediately called on him. But Jack was still half asleep, and had no idea what part of the lesson they were on. Fortunately, Jenny reached out, and pointed at an answer in the textbook. Yet Jack never expected that she would deliberately point to the wrong answer, and when confronted, she insisted that she had only shown him which question they were discussing. The mischievous smile on her face made her impossible to believe. Then Jenny couldn't help but say in Russian again, "Jack's blushing face looks just like a little baby." Although Jack understood every word of Russian, if he revealed that fact now, Jenny would probably be too embarrassed to say anything at all. But after thinking it over, Jack decided to keep the secret to the very end. Soon class finally ended. Jack immediately pulled out his phone and opened his game, because in another 10 minutes, the free gacha event would be over, and his luck happened to be incredible. He pulled an SSR on his very first try. Seeing how excited he was, Jenny snatched the phone from his hands, wanting to see what had made him so happy. But when she saw that it was a revealingly dressed game character, she instantly became jealous.